Hi, and welcome to this episode of AdTastic. I'm Tony Stanall, and today we're speaking with Beth Osborne, the Senior Content Manager for Marketron. Welcome, Beth.
Hey, it's great to be here and chatting with you today.
Your background lends itself nicely to being a content manager, and you have a special part of Marketron that you'd like to feature today, the Aspire content. Care to tell us a little about maybe your background and what Aspire is all about?
Sure, I'm glad to. I've been a writer my whole life. I started writing very young, and I had an English teacher as a mom, so she encouraged that. And I always thought, how can I make a living writing about stuff? After undergrad, I started a career in marketing and have worked for a lot of different types of companies, mostly technology, from startups to, the big players. And what I do every day is create content for for an audience that is, relevant and compelling, that gives them guidance or helps them overcome problems. So content marketing is a big part of kind of any company right now, and I really love what I do. So that's exciting. So at Marketron, I'm referred to as the content queen because I pretty much write everything. What I think is probably really relevant for this audience is talking about our site called Aspire. So we launched Aspire in 2021, and it is a site all about sales enablement. So we create content for our audience, which are broadcast and media sellers, and we give them lots of great information about how to prospect, pitch, execute, all these different things, while also looking at like what are the trends around digital advertising and linear advertising, and what do those mean, and how can we evolve to to the next audience and kind of the next realm of, media consumption.
Well, give us a secret, Beth. What are one of the trends you're seeing in digital content around the corner?
Well, we have been looking at a few different trends. So in 22, we've seen a huge boost in revenue for all types of advertising because it's a political year. So lots of record breaking spending going on. But 23 is not going to have that bump. However, we do see, the market is telling us that digital ad sales are kind of probably going to increase about 12.9% in 23. So, like, where is that going to come from? Where is this kind of new money going to come from? So, a couple of things that we're tracking about. Okay, how do you kind of acquire and do digital really well for local advertisers? So, there's two things I will tell you about. So, recruitment advertising has been quite big. We did a webinar last month all about recruitment advertising, and we had one of our clients on, and we had someone from a staffing agency, and we just kind of talked about like what is that opportunity, because not every advertiser needs to promote a product or boost sales kind of thing. They may also need new employees. So we've created a lot of content around that. The second is kind of going into new categories. So we now have availability for people to do digital advertising for cannabis and CBD. And that's very localized since it's, at the state level, but many states have legalized it. And most of that money has been spent at out of home. Living in Las Vegas, where it is legal, you see it on billboards and taxis and things like that, and that's really hard to track for an advertiser. Did that have an impact, to my revenue. Of course, digital is extremely trackable. So that's something we're opening up and encouraging people in states where that's available to acquire those new customers.
Great. Well, thanks for sharing these trends, and we'll be watching out for those, Beth. That's as an insider, I think you're well informed to talk about such things. And thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
And thanks for joining us on AdTastic today. You can find out more about Beth Osborne at dailyadbrief.com. And we'll see you next time.
Simplify presents Addressable CTV, combining the power of TV with the targeting and attribution of digital. Simplify's Addressable CTV delivers massive reach with the ability to scale without sacrificing precision. TV buyers can generate incremental reach with household-level targeting, frequency controls, reporting, and insights. To learn more about Simplify's Addressable CTV and what it can do for your clients, visit simply.fi.